Hey, it's Karrington with K&K's Indie Gaming Corner. That is how you say it. That is how it's done. Let's go.
That's it. We're done.
That's it. Kyle, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Excited to get this underway and to discuss with all the lovely people all these games that we like to play and some upcoming games that have been announced over the last week. And as a warning, my kids are still awake. So if you hear them screaming, they are here. They are awake, and they tend to just come down here and create chaos. So yeah, just going to give you a fair warning. But yeah, I'm excited about this. We got a big show today.
I know it's exciting. It's we've had, what's the word I'm looking for? A convention of sorts. What's the word I'm looking for, Kyle?
I don't know, not a hiatus. That's the opposite.
Yeah, very.
I guess we've been busting it pretty hard lately.
Absolutely. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I'm messing with the stream live, and I probably shouldn't be doing that.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make things look nice and pretty for a very special episode because we're here talking about the Indie Game Showcase at Gamescom 2022, which happened last Friday, if I remember right.
Yes, it was last Friday during the big week of Gamescom. Tons of announcements, tons of teases, tons of trailers, and tons of video games.
And let's just kick it off, Kyle.
Okay.
There were several, and I mean several games shown. I thank you. Heads off to you for making some fantastic notes. So there was 124 devs from all over the world.
Yes.
And if I remember right, it was over 35 countries total.
Yeah, somewhere around that ballpark number of the mid 30s. So yeah, it was a big show. And if anybody got to watch the actual presentation by IGN, it was pretty awesome. Lots to see, lots of new games that are coming out, and lots of fresh ideas that we may not have seen before in video games.
I don't know how you want to do this because this is new for us, doing this kind of format. But do you want to go step by step, like, hey, there was this and this is what was cool about it, or do you want to go top three from you and me and go from there?
So I've got I feel like if we were to break down the entire thing, it would take multiple hours going through game by game because there was a lot that was mentioned. So maybe let's go over just some of our favorite picks from the show, and then also some of the honorable mentions, and then maybe we'll jump into some games that we've been playing recently, just to kind of let listeners know what we've been getting into.
Absolutely. Kyle, do you want to go first with one of your top games that was shown at Gamescom 2022?
Yes, sure. So Fall of Porcupine was the very first game that was mentioned in the presentation. It is by, I'm going to probably butcher this, Fall of Porcupine. It is by Bunchspect Games. It caught me by surprise because it hits home as far as working in the medical field. And my kids are yelling, Dad. I don't know what they're... I'm sorry. My kids are yelling, Dad, right now. But anyways, so the game involves animals that are dealing with real life situations. In particular, an animal that is a pigeon that is also a doctor for other animals that is also dealing with real life situations with those animals. So, I believe he's either resident or he's a brand new doctor, but he deals with the hardships of making difficult decisions to save other lives, whether it's giving different medications or not providing the help that is needed in a certain amount of time, and other animals are dying. And for a game that sounds very lighthearted, it's got a very dark and very kind of grim story behind it from what I can see. And for me, working in the medical field itself and seeing those kind of situations play out in real life with actual people, it hit home for me. And so it's it's a fresh idea, beautiful artwork. It looks fantastic, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. And that was my
Awesome. Thank you for the follow. I can't see alerts because I don't have them turned on, so I'm sorry whoever followed us, but We are, for those of you that may be listening on YouTube or on our audio version, we are live on Twitch. So definitely please check out our Twitch, twitch.tv/KK Indie Gaming. Oh.
And real quick before we get into yours, I just want to, for those that are on Twitch right now, we are going to do the giveaway for the eShop gift card, and it'll be afterwards. I don't know if that was discussed previously, but it'll be after we are done recording this. So I just want to let you know, stick around. Don't leave right yet, because we're going to get into just a few more games as well, and then get into the giveaway, and probably just chat with y'all and just hang out and have a good time afterwards. So yeah,
absolutely.
All right, sorry, Karrington.
You're good. And to enter the giveaway, it's !giveaway. Boom, and you are entered into the contest to win $20 on for an eShop gift card.
You're getting
getting eShop. All right, so on to my game, which I'm surprised you didn't add it on your list, Kyle, because you and I saw your list. So Planet of Lana, I feel like it definitely has that like inside feel to it. It definitely it's 2D platformer with a lot of puzzles there, and one thing I didn't notice, or I wasn't expecting rather, is it feels like it also takes inspiration from we haven't talked about it on the show before, but Kena Bridge of Spirits, which is also a fantastic game. The way the animal or the creature, your companion in Lana, the way it can do tasks for you with you, and how it just follows you around. It reminded me a lot of Kena Bridge of Spirits. Also, like the artwork, it's got that kind of like cartoon, cell shaded almost look to it, like very westernized look to it, and I just instantly fell in love with it.
Yeah, it does give you the vibes of Inside. It is a beautiful game, very beautiful.
Absolutely, and I a lot of these games that I was showing, like it was hard to like narrow down to like top 3 picks kind of thing, and but as soon as I saw Planet of Lana, I was like, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
But it definitely looks like it is on the brink of being finished. I mean, there's a lot that has been shown on it. My holdup with it is I hate, because it was originally showed off at not games at Game Fest. I want to say San Francisco Game Fest, but that's not it. Anyways, and when they said that it was inspired by Inside, I can definitely see that. But when I related the game to Inside, I related it to the darkness that Inside brings, and Inside is a very dark game, and this is very bright and vibrant. So I can see the mechanics of Inside in it, but it set my expectations way up here when I first saw it. But with that said, I do look forward to playing it. I'm excited to see what it brings, and it does have that weird, just kind of otherworldly vibes to it that I would love to get my hands on.
Absolutely. And I love games with amazing artwork on top of like just a unique vibe to it. And like I said, Lana it just jumped out almost immediately, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Yeah,
same here. Speaking of really good artwork, my next game has not best artwork. It's not bad. It reminds me. So this game is called Blooming Business Casino, and it looks a lot like Animal Crossing. So I guess Animal Crossing has really great artwork behind it, but it's if you see here, Blooming Business Casino looks quite a bit like Animal Crossing. But so the thing is, as my notes, the only thing I wrote in here is Animal Crossing at a casino. And that's basically it. You're managing a casino. You're getting all your animal friends in there to spend their money, to break the machines, and to just kind of have a good time in there. It gets to the point where you can get VIPs that are in there, and it looks like a great sim management. And I loved Animal Crossing. I don't know if this would be like a mesh between Animal Crossing and The Sims. But I am very excited for this. This is developed by Homo Ludens. And I don't remember seeing the date that it was supposed to be released, but you can't get any better than that. Playing games with animals, watching animals get beat up by the VIPs, and just learning how to manage that. So I'm excited to throw down in that game.
Yeah, the one thing I loved about it as well was that the voiceover had like that '60s radios vibe to
Yep.
it, and I was going to try my best to impersonate it, but I'm not good at that, so we're not going to do that. Thank you everyone for showing up. And my brand, it does look cool. I absolutely agree with that. So speaking of Sims, Kyle. My next game that I absolutely love from Gamescom was Settlement Sim. It definitely gave me like Sim City vibes mixed with like Civilization vibes. And I loved how just simple it looks, while at the same time just how complicated it looks. Like all of the different like maybe subsystems that might be going on within the game itself.
Now that was a game that you obviously build settlements, obviously, but you're also dealing with natural disasters in it.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool and really interesting. Just the fact that how you're trying to keep this village alive, keep them advancing, and then there's things, the outside forces that can come by and just really mess things up for you and your little village that you're building. Anything that deals with like city management, I'm all about. And I feel like we're missing a good SimCity game, and this really feels like it could scratch an itch that I've been dying for.
It does. I wanted to say it reminded me of Age of Empires in a way, but then obviously I don't think you're dealing with fighting other
people, civilizations, countries,
other groups of people. But yeah, it took me back to that time of Civilizations, Age of Empires, but with a different take on that style of RTS.
Yeah, absolutely. And there were there were a couple RTSs shown at Gamescom during the indie game show or indie game showcase, but you give me a city management game, I'm there. Absolutely, I will be there day one picking it up for sure.
Yeah, very much so. I feel like this next game we're both in agreement on.
Yes. And so when I saw your list, I had to keep this off my list because I knew we would both talk about it, because it was on my list last year. I can't remember during which show. When they showed it at Summer Games Fest. That's what it is. That's
okay. Well, yeah, it's Lightyear Frontier by Framebreak. Think of mechs and think of Minecraft and think of Stardew Valley all put together. So when I say mechs, let me replace that with No Man's Sky.
Yes,
in a way, being in outer space, and it's a farming simulator with mechs. And we got a decent video of gameplay throughout this showcase as far as what you're able to do. A lot of mech customization is being done in it. You're able to farm and harvest different crops, as well as have options to sell to the merchant and explore the planet that you're on. The farming aspect of it to me seems pretty detailed and a lot of fun. I don't know what stood out to you about this game.
The fact that it's like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley with a twist, it feels like, because I think all too often we get games like this, that are farming sims, and don't get me wrong, but they're all the same in a way. Like your Harvest Moon, Rune Factory, Stardew Valley, they have the same premise. Me personally, when I have to start up one of those games, it's like, oh, I already know what to do. But this having a mech that can do various things and different jobs, all within the mech, I feel like is a nice twist on things. And the game itself gives us a first-person perspective, which also within this genre hasn't been done before. So I want to see what can be done with the game itself, and the fact that also it's co-op. You and me, maybe we'll be starting a farm together. Maybe.
Yeah, selling some space crops, some corn, because it's got the juice.
I don't know how to I don't know how to handle, because we are live on Twitch and people are definitely interacting with us right now.
Scythe in space. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, it is pretty much Scythe in space. But yeah, that was my three big picks from it. There was a ton of games, and if anybody has not gone and watched it, it's an hour long. It's on YouTube. You can watch it now. It is the indie game showcase during Gamescom. And I want to say, I pull it up now, but I don't have it written down. I want to say I had like 20 some games, if not more, that were written down. And for me personally, the biggest takeaway that I've seen, like the next genre of gaming that I think that we're going to see over the next year, is going to be a Metroidvania / Mega Man, old school Mega Man style game. I don't know if you got that vibe, but there's a lot of side scrolling platform action adventure games that are coming out, and I'm surprised with how much that they are making right now. Like, I feel like we'll be oversaturated with that kind of genre of gaming.
Absolutely, and that's a bad thing. But
No.
I thought it was kind of funny just how we saw so many Metroidvania or even Souls-like games, but we didn't have any of those on our list from what I saw.
No, so I had honorable mentions.
Right, I've got those as well.
Okay, so one of them was let me see here. I had 4 or 5 honorable mentions. One of them was Ghostsong, and
which looked absolutely insane.
Yeah, yeah. So think of like Metroid in outer space with weird alien monsters that you're trying to fight. You're going through different environments. I really feel like this is just heavily inspired by Metroid. I mean, you've even got the double jump and everything, and the monsters. Beautiful artwork, beautiful
the animation to me was
outer
just,
space.
Yes. The animation looked. That's what popped out to me as soon as it started up. I'm like, oh my gosh, this animation looks incredible.
Right, and pretty much like even the monsters in it, even the aliens that you come across in it are grotesque and weird. And you think of like even the Metroid bosses and different monsters you come across they're weird, and they did such a great job at creating this world that hopefully we'll be jumping into at some point soon. I didn't get the release date on it, but I am excited. It was one of my favorite Metroidvania style games that we got to see. Same.
As soon as it popped up, I was like, do I put it on my top 3? Do I not? It was hard to like just narrow it down to just top 3.
Yeah.
And Ghostsong, it was I'm speechless right now. I'm totally speechless. That's how it made me feel. The first game I had on my honorable mentions was a game I don't think I got footage of.
Oh.
I am sorry. I did not get footage of it, but it was called Sandwalkers.
Okay.
It was kind of like almost like a board game almost. The way, and if a board game and Oregon Trail were mixed into one in a post-apocalyptic world, boom. That's the best way. That is Sandwalkers. That was my best way of describing it, because I'm like, I'm totally up for that, because we don't have enough games within that genre. I feel like the whole like Oregon Trail type thing,
right?
It hasn't been done enough, and it hasn't been explored enough in recent years. There's been the Oregon Trail, where there was a zombie apocalypse one. But other than that, I'm not too knowledgeable of any other ones that have come out in recent years.
Yeah, it's different.
Thank you for the follow.
Again, another
Death Road to Canada. I forgot about that one. That's
that one. Yeah. Yep. Very nice. Thanks, Phil. I mean, bored now. Yeah. The game had like not action RPG. What is the word I'm looking for? Turn-based style fighting in it, and again, creative monsters, unique artwork. I think that game had one of the most unique art directions I've seen in a game out of the showcase. There's another game later on. I cannot remember the name of it. It was one of the last games shown. It was another Metroidvania style game, but it was heavy on anime style. And
it's on my honorable mentions. It's 90 Year Shadow.
Yes, the one where your best friend's like a teddy bear. Like you have a teddy bear that's helping you out. Really weird, but super, super creative. Yeah,
and I'm playing the video now for 9 Year Shadow, because good Lord, that animation, I was like, yes. I don't even care what the game's about. Just yes, because it looked that good.
Oh, so yeah, so this was another one that I thought was heavily inspired from Mega Man, as well as like Metroidvania, but it instead of dealing with different bosses where you get their powers, you're dealing with different elements. So you're like water, fire, etc. Yeah.
And I think out of all the Metroidvania type games, I think I was most impressed with this one, personally. Although I don't know, it's hard because Ghostsong was also really impressed. It's hard to be like, oh, this one was better than this one. Or
yeah, well, there's
like
so many of these games that
Yeah.
were very much similar to each other as far as the gameplay and the style goes. But you know which one was not similar to any other game shown? And I know that Gary O'Kane is going to really appreciate this. Is a game called Brewmaster.
And I'm surprised, Kyle, this wasn't automatically just on your list.
Yeah.
Like, it was on under honorable mentions. It wasn't one of your top 3.
Yeah, and so first of all, I think it's hilarious that it is rated M for use of alcohol.
That's it. There's no other reason.
That's it. That is, you're brewing your own beer, so you got your grains. So it's basically a beer simulator where you make your own beer, create your own taste, and then I believe sell it as well. That's it. And that looks like one of the most relaxing games that I might have ever played. So we'll have to look into it. And there's this new, like, going through Instagram and dealing with a lot of social media here lately, I found this subspace of people, of really friendly people that dig cozy games. I don't know if you've heard of this, but it's games like Animal Crossing, Sims, Stardew Valley, whatnot. And this looks like a cozy game. This looks like a game where you could just bundle yourself up right by a fire and make beer while you have a beer. And I am down for that.
I was gonna say, Kyle, are you gonna,
This could be a regular stream. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, very much so. See, I figured he would have liked that one. Because who doesn't want to brew their own beer?
I thought I was disappointed in you, Kyle, just because.
Hey, that's out on my birthday too. I didn't realize it's September 29th. See?
Oh, there you go. Even more reason.
Yeah, beer. So yeah, that was definitely one of my honorable mentions.
One of my honorable mentions. Gosh, I can't talk
about
right
beer.
now.
You got your tongue slipping.
I know. I haven't even had alcohol yet. Was a Dredge, where it looks like you're maybe like a fisherman or something on a boat.
Yep.
And it was wild to me how it started out. It was like nice and peaceful. It looked like you did some fishing, and then there was just like this moment where you're like, there's even like giant monsters you got to like fight or get away. Hello, Jay Don't Share. Hello as well. Limited edition. And so I was like intrigued by this because it actually looked genuinely like scary. And thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
To me, it was those scary monsters. It was the design of those creatures. I was like, yes, I need to know what's going on. I need to play this.
I was really hoping to see this to be developed by the same team that made what's the game where you're going down a raft through water through not through the flame of the flood. That's the song. the fire and the flame.
Through the fire and the flames. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, so this it looked like similar art style, different, little different from that game itself. But sea monsters making fishing and then sailing through different terrains and stuff. It looked really good.
It looked absolutely incredible. And I think, Kyle, you've got one more game that you wanted in your honorable mentions.
Yes. Lou's Lagoon.
Lou Lagoon.
So another management. Flame in the Flood. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. That's what I was trying to remember. But yeah, so Lou's Lagoon. It's another kind of exploration / farming game. And you make friends with animals on an island, so a lot like
very much Animal Crossing,
yes. Yeah. And so I believe you crash your plane from the trailer that I got, and then you can build it back up, recustomize it, and it's got the very cartoonistic art style to it, and it looks like a very calm, relaxing game where you tend to the animals of the wilderness there. So that was one of my last honorable mentions. It looks beautiful. There was one, we don't have to show it, but it's called Edge of Sanity. It's another game. It was very Lovecraftian inspired from what I saw.
Yes, it was.
Also dealt with being insane. So, like I said, I feel like we could go on and on about all these games. that we
all
saw.
of them, and there were other indie games as well that were shown throughout the week that wasn't even at the indie game showcase, such as there's a game based on a little movie called Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I'm excited for that because I feel like it's a cult classic of a film. I watched it when I was a kid. I don't know why my parents let me watch it, but I did. And it's they're actually coming out with a game, and the original directors are tied into it. They are tied into making it. So it's 3v7, I believe, where 3 people are clowns, 7 people are survivors. And as clowns, you got to capture them in the giant balls of cotton candy and capture them. And I'm like I am so excited for this.
It's funny. I'm aware of.
Don't tell me. Just don't go there.
Maybe there is ways, to get around the Twitch DMCA. Maybe I can find a way to, stream it. A reaction stream of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Phil.
Again, this is being streamed. It didn't make our list on this episode because it was not on it was not on the indie showcase. This was the very first day of Gamescom. So, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's gonna be the game of 2023. I promise. Quote me.
All right, let's make it happen.
There you go. All right. I do want to talk about some of the games that we have been playing.
Sure.
I don't know if you want to dive in. I'll dive right into the first game. So there's a game called Tales of Iron. When we went on our hiatus, I don't think we discussed this at all on stream. Mm-hmm. I'm working my way through it currently right now. I haven't been playing any new games, so I decided to go back to this. I believe I have a few hours left in it. The game is so hard. It is so hard and so difficult, but it is so rewarding and fun. You play as a mouse that has been overtaken by a clan of frogs. They kill your dad as a king, and it's your turn to rise as king in this mouse village and seek vengeance over these frogs. And it is so good. It is again, I believe it's a Metroidvania / Souls-like style game. Maybe it's very difficult. Your boss fights are boss fights, and from what I've heard, the final boss is the hardest of them all, which I guess makes sense. But like, it is throw your controller across the room hard. So I'm loving every second of it. It tells a great story, fantastic narration, as well as really good and challenging combat. If you have not seen Tales of Iron, just stop what you're doing. Go look at Tales of Iron and give it a shot if you like a challenging game.
And it seems Gary agrees with you. He said it was his favorite game of last year.
Right. Well, I believe he was the one that suggested it to me, actually.
All right. I've been playing Kena, Bridge of Spirits, which is a game I'm surprised I haven't beaten yet because it is absolutely phenomenal. The 2 people who made the game, their dad is a Pixar animator back in the day, and it shows in the game itself. Like they definitely learned from their dad how just the way the characters look, the way the characters move, the way the game itself looks, because it looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks like I'm playing a cartoon. It's only available on PS5. It's I think PS4 as well. But man, the game it's top notch so far, and I got it when I got my PS5, and I keep playing it on and off, and I'm in the middle of on the on section again where I'm playing it. So and I'm just trying to make sure that I don't laugh while on stream because people say some amazing things. I did not know it was coming to PC and Steam, which it deserves. It deserves more recognition for what it is, because the creators of it, they made a Majora's Mask video. If you haven't seen it, definitely look it up. It is absolutely incredible. So it's the same people who made that video made this video game. So that's what I'm playing right now, and I am still having a blast with it because the story it's top notch.
Very cool. I've seen the game. I've seen the trailer. It looks beautiful. I have yet to touch it, but it is on my wish list. I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's with my daughter. I don't like to admit that, but she likes scary stuff. So we have made it through the first 2 nights, and I've never played it except for recently, and it's scary, and it's kind of funny watching her, but she's not scared of it anymore. So I don't know if we'll continue playing that, but it is funny that she suggests that she wanted to play it, and she talks about it, and she's wanted to learn the lore about it. So I should just take her to a Chuck E. Cheese or a Billy Bob's Wonderland and let her go for herself, and then see how she feels being inside that environment.
Dude, you live here in Cincinnati now. You should take her to Jungle Gyms.
We've been there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we've been there. Yeah,
okay.
she's fascinated by the animatronics. So
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. So that's kind of what I've been into. I plan on. So I plan on finishing Tales of Iron. I'm going to do a retro review. I feel like there are so many older indie games that people may not really play, and they see like, oh yeah, Bastion's $3 on the eShop. What is that? Oh, it's $3. It's probably not that good. No, Bastion's one of the best games like I have ever played. And same with anything that Supergiant puts out. And I feel like doing a retrospective or a retro review of games that we've played in the past would be nice to catch people up to games that they might see on shops that are like a couple bucks that are worth playing.
Also, maybe games that we didn't cover while we were on our hiatus, because I've got quite a few of those games.
Yeah.
That I played during our hiatus that I just didn't talk about.
Yep. And maybe we could go back and do a live stream of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Hey.
But yeah, so yeah, that's what I've been playing. So I'm gonna continue to play, and yeah, that's about it.
And well, I think that's all we have for today. Thank you everyone that showed up. We've got currently 9 viewers, and this is kind of like well, this is our podcast. So if you're listening,
this is our podcast. Yeah.
For anyone listening on YouTube or the audio version, you should definitely check us out over on Twitch. Nate in the house. I used to work with him. Well, I guess I kind of still work with him, but yeah. So Kyle, I don't know how you want to do this, but I have enough people that have entered the giveaway. If you are just now showing up or haven't entered, do !giveaway, and you could win $20 on the Nintendo eShop. Yes. And I've got it already. I've got a program running in the background that can randomly pick one of these people.
Okay. So yeah, we'll give you 5 more minutes. So do !giveaway. And while you've got the next 5 minutes to go through this, we are going to tell you what we normally tell at the end of the podcast. So you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and check us out on YouTube at KK Indie Gaming. And we will we post new stuff, new content on there all the time. We've been doing Let's Plays of different games that we've been playing. So the most recent we put up was Bigfoot. Where Kate and I are hunting Bigfoot. We're going to go back and revisit that. We did really bad. We got killed by Bigfoot
several times.
We're going to go back and try to rehunt him and get him down. And then also doing Let's Plays of Stardew Valley. And then Karrington has been playing through Road 96 as well. So KK Indie Gaming on any social media platform. Find us, follow us, and reach out to us. Tell us what games you're playing. What are you, what are you getting into? What platform are you playing on, and what should we play that we may have not talked about? And in 2023 we will be playing Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Absolutely. No question.
All
right. I think that's all we got. That's all we got for that. Thanks for the follow. I'm sorry I don't have alerts turned on, because when we're doing the podcast, I have that stuff turned off. So sorry about that. But I am hearing it. I'm hearing it. I just don't know who's signing up.
Turn everything back on now. I guess we can chat with everybody.
All right. I guess I can do that.
I'm going to stop my recording on my audio.
Okay.
So we'll edit that out. All right. So, if I ask you guys nicely, could I play with you guys? I mean, of course you can play with us if you ask nicely. And where do you do your browsing? Where else?
Well, thanks for the follow, Nate.
For a husband. That's weird.
So, I guess you guys are. This is all the time we've all been waiting.
That's like Karrington said. Oh man.
No comment. I'm hitting it. Kyle. I'm hitting stop.
Oh, give him a couple more minutes.
Okay, a couple more minutes.
Well, we said 5 minutes. Like what?
Oh yeah, 2 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want to stick around, I will be playing some Dead Cells later on while Kyle
puts my family to sleep.
There you go.
And then maybe we'll hunt.
Put them outside.
We'll find out. But tomorrow, tomorrow early morning, if you're awake at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be streaming Stardew Valley because I've been streaming early in the morning at 7 a.m. just because I can wake up before my family does.
On Wednesdays only at the moment.
On
right?
Wednesdays only. Maybe Saturdays. Last week, due to COVID, I was able to stream multiple mornings in a row.
Thanks for the follow. Asterixla? Asterixla? Sorry.
Would that be Rick Astley? Oh. Nice. You looking for a husband here too? I'll take the time.
I don't know what to say.
Oh boy.
I think Baby Vampire will have to fight you for that one.
That's my other account. That's hilarious.
Not really.
It could be. It could be. So you're doing Dead Cells. Are you doing the Twitch integration?
Yes. So it's a lot of fun.
Explain it, man.
Dead Cells, if you guys haven't know, 2D roguelike game. And Twitch gets to have a hand in where I go. If you want to become a chicken and choose when to heal me, you can do that. And you also get to have control over what power-ups I have, which is a lot of fun. And people seem to really like the chicken, just saying. I don't know why, but it's
a lot of fun.
You don't as someone who is the chicken, you don't get to do much. You just decide when to heal me. That's all. All right, I think it's been 5 minutes, Kyle. You ready for this?
Sure.
I'm hitting stop giveaway.
Can you share screen with that or?
Oh yeah, I guess I can because.
Okay. Or I don't know. I mean, you don't have to.
Thanks for the follow, Dooney Tunes.
See, look, Dooney Tunes. There's another one. See, you almost missed out.
Hold on. Let me go to. How am I going to do this? Window capture. There we go.
There you go.
I am a genius. Thank you. I try sometimes. Here it is. Can you see? Oh, yeah, I guess you can't see, can you?
I'll do a drum roll. As the followers go down, or the viewers go down to one.
Looks like it's Naoki God. Naoki God, hey. You have won.
Dun dun dun.
I guess. Are they still here?
I don't know. They've been following us. Let's see. So, if Naoki God 77 is still here,
they're here. Yeah, they're still here.
Okay, sweet. If you want, if you're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, either. Oh yeah, I guess you could whisper them. Where are they at here?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that was.
They're here. Oh, you can see me. Can you see me hitting?
I don't know. I still see the same screen.
Okay.
There he is. Hey, or her. Sorry, I don't.
There they are.
Here, I'll reach out to them. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ty Curry. I'm going to reach out to Naoki God 77 and get things underway for them. Yeah. So thank you everybody for watching. I would like to do this regularly. I would like to do giveaways regularly, but we're not. We got. I don't know. We'll figure something.
We'll figure something else out.
Yeah.
I know. I've got like a library of 1,000 games that are untouched right now.
Oh, nice. And then we also have so our sponsor Dubby. We've got another shaker that I can give away if somebody is interested in a nice free energy shaker. So
coming soon to a house near you, a stream near you. How's that?